I, Robot is a 2004 film about a police detective living in the year 2035, played by Will Smith. An important part of the story is that he's very suspicious of modern technology and robotics in particular. He prefers to use old-fashioned technology, which is to say products from the early 2000s. This character quirk extends to his fashion sense as well. At the start of the film, he gets a delivery of vintage 2004 Converse All-Star trainers, which he announces out loud before putting them on and wearing them for the rest of the film.
Thing of beauty.
There's nothing impossible or even unlikely about this series of events. The character quirk actually complements the plot of the film, and it works as a plot point. Certainly the existence of humanoid service robots is harder to believe on the face of it than the idea that a man in the year 2035 would have a particular taste for early 2000s fashion and technology. But the fact that these products that Will Smith uses would be available for purchase in shops at the time of the film's release is just a bit too convenient. Instead of thinking about Will Smith's character and the story, I'm suddenly thinking about the writer of the film and the moment where he was asked to open up the script that was already in the finished stages and insert a line where Will Smith out loud announces the arrival of his shoes, names the brand and the year.
Converse All-Stars, vintage 2004.
The scriptwriter didn't do that to make the film better as an artistic product. He did that because a producer asked him to do it. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that products used in films should be put there to help the film make money. If it makes the budget larger and they can use that budget to make the film better, that's not necessarily bad, and sometimes it can be woven into the film seamlessly so you don't really notice it. It's only when it's just a bit too convenient that it starts to become distracting. And it's distracting because I know why it's there. I know exactly why it's there and how it got there. It's as if I'm watching an advert break that's been inserted into the middle of my film. And for me, it feels exactly the same when I see a political agenda being pushed by the creators of a film or a TV show. When you're watching my channel, you don't mind that I have my own set of political ideas or just opinions in general that I'm trying to persuade you of, because that's what you're here for. It's not distracting. I'm not pretending it's something else. But when you go somewhere for entertainment to enjoy something meaningful or beautiful, it's just a bit distracting when you're taken out of that because the creators have a political agenda that they want you to look at for a little while. When the whole concept of the film has a political message, or it has a story on the face of it that can be read with a political theme, or just a message that the writers have written into the actual story of the film, that's one thing. But when you're there to watch, you're there for something else, but the creator is using that as an excuse to push whatever ideology that they believe in themselves. It makes the art into a vehicle for the creator's political views. To me, it just looks like they don't care about making something good. When they don't mind sacrificing my sense of immersion for their own political message or for their product placement, it just seems rude to me that they don't care about making a good artistic product. And lately there's been a lot of discussion, particularly about the casting of characters in certain, usually adaptations, where characters have been written a certain way and they're cast to be intentionally different from how they were originally written. And I'm not one of those people who wants adaptations, especially from book onto the screen, to be faithful to a fault. Being faithful to original source material isn't always best, and there do need to be changes made. And if there are changes made that improve the product, I don't really mind. But it's when creators take advantage of ambiguity, or they take advantage of artistic freedom to make a decision that doesn't make the product better, but makes that pushes their message more effectively. that's when it becomes distracting for me. And that's when it becomes, as I say, a little bit rude in my opinion. And that's all I wanted to say really, because I think a lot of people feel this way without being able to articulate it themselves. That they see things in their TV programs and their films that they know aren't supposed to be there, or that they know that they know why it's there, and it makes them feel uncomfortable, or it just makes the experience less enjoyable. But they don't know how to say that or why exactly it's happening. If this is something you can identify with, then please leave a comment and let me know what artistic product you consumed recently that left you feeling a little bit distracted and disappointed by some of the artistic choices they made. And thank you very much for watching, as always. Catch me on Friday on the Academic Agents channel, where I've been hosting Women's Hour, and I'll see you there.